guys, welcome back to my channel. And on today's video we've got a makeup video. We've got like a simple glam beat everyday but you want to look cute, okay, makeup look. This is just how it turned out. Obviously I know you're liking the way I'm looking right now, okay? So make sure that you guys are subscribed. If you guys have not subscribed, before we even get onto this video, if you guys have not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you are subscribing, okay? But this is just the makeup look. This is how it turned out. If you guys like the way that it looks, make sure you carry on watching the video and I will see you guys on the next one. So obviously I did my eyebrows off camera and I just used a normal eyebrow pencil that I got from Primark, and then to conceal I just used my Too Faced concealer. Oh girl, I used my Too Faced concealer. I'll link all the products that I use down below. I use my Too Faced concealer at the bottom, and then at the top I just use a foundation shade, and I also just set my eyes also using that Too Faced concealer. So what we're going to start off with is by priming my face. I use this primer and it's got so dirty. It's just the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I love this primer. I think this would always be my go-to primer because there's no other primer that can compare, okay? So my face, I have very dry skin, so I have to moisturize a lot before doing my makeup, because if I don't, I find that my face gets really oily really quickly. Instead of my face getting dry, it gets really oily because it ends up producing a lot more oils. I have dry skin. So this is the Rimmel London Match Perfection foundation, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me. This is too light and this is too dark, so when I mix them together I get a perfect concoction, okay? So after I've put on my foundation, what I'm going to go ahead with is the Laura Mercier, I think this is called the Flawless Fusion Concealer. This is just how it looks like. I'm sorry if it looks so, if I can't even focus it because the light is so bright. And it's in the colour 5N. I love this concealer so much. I use this concealer every single time. I still do love my Too Faced concealer, but I love this concealer as well. And then we'll do the other side as well. And I got this, guys, guess how much I got this for? I don't even remember roughly, but I know I did not spend more than £20 on this concealer. I got it from TK Maxx. I was going to work and I was a bit early, so I just thought, why not I go to TK Maxx, because there's a TK Maxx near my work. I went TK Maxx and I saw this concealer and it was like on clearance or something for, I think, like, I don't remember, I think it was like £6 or something. Bro, you know I had to get it. I like to leave the concealer to sit, and not sit but to dry down a little bit. Key to blending out your concealer, ladies, yeah, if you want a full coverage concealer, what you should do is when you're applying your concealer, make sure you apply it to all the areas that is needed and only blend out necessary, like, that doesn't even make sense, my English. Only blend out the corners, if that makes sense. Like, blend out the corners, don't go blending out everything. Obviously blend, but don't go dabbing everywhere so you're taking off excess concealer. Like, I'll try to demonstrate. So what I do, obviously I blend out the corners, so it's like a flawless fade, and then I will blend out the corner. And try, I wouldn't try touch the middle, like here, of the concealer, because you don't want to ruin you kind of want to leave all that full coverage that you have, and that just goes on with the flawless base. I try not to drag the concealer up, but obviously you can see I've done it here, so I'm gonna have to use my foundation brush and go over. It's kind of hard not to, but I try not to drag it all the way up there. But yeah, and then I'll just blend out the remaining of the concealer. Girls, are you guys like a beauty blender person or a brush person? Let me know, because I know there's some ladies who like using like their beauty blenders to blend out their concealers, and some ladies who like using their brushes to blend out their concealers. Let me know. I try to do the whole brush thing for a bit, but like sometimes, like when I'm in a rush, like I don't have time to use a brush, because I feel like the brush, you really have to like blend it out to, you know, get flawless finish. Obviously I really did like the coverage of the brush, but I just don't have time. But I love when girls use brushes, because you can really tell. I don't know what it is, but you can really tell. It does look really flawless. I now use like a bit of inner, on my inner eyes, I'm gonna use the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the color 12, because this is quite bright. I like a very bright under eye. So I just use these right in my inner corner, because this will just really brighten up the look. Let me just adjust that for you. This will really brighten up the under eye look. And we're just gonna let that kind of sit in for a bit. And to contour, I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite in the color C15. So we use this to contour. I like this contour because it's not too dark, but it's also not too like light. It's not too my color. It's like a really warming concealer. So I'll just use it here. You don't have to use too much with this, because a little really does go a long way. It's a really warm concealer, which I love. Obviously now that's blended, obviously gonna blend down my nose. Okay. Oh, I now use my Makeup Revolution. You can't even see the label, it's been rubbed off. It's the Makeup Revolution in the color Banana, and this is what I use to set my face. I love this powder. I use the same makeup, yeah, literally I'm that girl, like I use the same makeup all over and over again. If I find like a routine, if I find a routine that really sticks with me, like I'm not gonna change. If you guys are you guys are still at this point and you're watching my videos and you're not subscribed yet, I'm gonna give you a second to subscribe. So make sure you are subscribing down below. It really does help me. So what I do is so I just put it on the back of this highlighter because I'm very ghetto. So I just obviously dip my beauty blender in it, then I take the back of my hand and I just bounce it off, because I bounce off all the excess powder, because you don't want all that excess baking powder, because that's how your powder ends up looking really patchy. And then I will then apply it on. Can you see how smooth that powder looks? I'm telling you, doing that with your powders, yeah, if you feel, ladies, if you feel as if like your makeup, your baking powder always looks patchy, 9 out of 10 times it might not be the powder, it might be the way you're applying it. So I also like to dig it in the side of my nose, because as I said, girls, that's where I get oily. the most. I have very oily skin. I have very oily and dry skin, if that makes any sense. Just going to apply this everywhere where I basically applied that contour shade. I mean the highlight shade, and then I'll also just apply it down the bridge of my nose. Now to contour, I use the Revolution X Patricia Bright contour. I love this contour palette. I love the shades. I think what is it, the face palette they call it. It has like a blush, a contour and a highlight. I love all three. I always use them. I just this was probably like the best purchase that I made, even though I didn't buy it. But literally the contour is such a warm, like, I don't know, it's so warm but yet so like dark. Love it. I really do love it. Gonna do a bit of reverse contour with that powder that we used. Reverse contour, yeah, is such a 50-50 hit and miss for me, because I just find that when I'm like trying to blend it out, sometimes I'm ended up left. Why is my English fighting me today? Sometimes I find that I'm left with a very harsh like line, but maybe that's just me down to not blending it good enough. I'm just gonna put on my mascara off camera, and then I will be back. Then we'll just blend everything off and we'll just do the finishing touches and we are good to go. Just putting on the lashes. These lashes, if I can just come forward, these lashes are 25mm lashes. They're really fluffy. They were kindly gifted to me by Mglow Cosmetics on Instagram, and I will tag their page down below in the description box. Use my Makeup Revolution matte base powder in the color P13. You can just like literally use any face powder that you have to just help dust off everything. I've like finished dusting everything off. If you can see, you kind of look a bit cakey. I don't like that cakey look, so before I put on my highlighter, I'm gonna use that same primer water and spray it all over me. And this will just kind of help get rid of that cakey, you know, nonsense that we had going. I used the same highlighter by the Makeup Revolution by Patricia Bright. It would just be this one. I don't think you can focus it, but this highlighter is so pretty and it looks so well on dark skin people. Oh girl, it is so bright. You also have to be careful with this one because a little really does go a long way, but it is so beautiful. This highlighter here, I'll put it on my upper lip, my cupid's bow, and then I'll also put it on the bridge of my brow bone. I'm gonna use the Maybelline Color Show pencil. If you can see, it's been used and abused. I love this brown. It's like, not like normally people go for like the drugstore, not the drugstore, the hair shop eyebrow pencils, but they don't work for me. I don't know why. They just don't look good on me. Only these do. This is actually from the Pound shop, from Poundland, and I love this lip gloss as well. But the only bad thing about this lip gloss is very sticky. So I just use this on my lips like so. But you really can't complain because it's actually a pound. Like £1 for lip gloss, I'm not complaining. We're then gonna go with our Primark lip gloss. I love Primark lip glosses. This is High Gloss, and it was £1.50, I believe. It's the High Gloss in the color Apricot Crush. It's like a pinky peachy color, and you're just gonna put it on top, and it has a bit of shimmer on it as well, which I absolutely love. I'm just gonna use my Revolution Matte Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. To set my face, and we are basically done. So guys, this is my finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As you can see, it looks really glowy, it's very dewy, it's very, you know, this is just my everyday makeup look that I do. It's like a really simple but glam makeup beat, but I really do hope you guys enjoyed these. Okay, I love the way it turned out. This is just what I do every time I'm going out. If I'm going to a party, most likely my makeup is like this because my makeup is always the same. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys thumbs up, share, subscribe. We're still on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.